Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Gray, and today we're doing another smartphone camera test with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, which was just announced, and comparing that with the Razr Plus, which I'm using to record right now. Now, both of these devices are foldable flip phones, which means they are a little bit more dynamic in how they can capture photos. But as far as the camera hardware goes, it's definitely not as good as some flagship tier devices. So let's talk about the specs really quick. As for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, it has two cameras on the outside, 50 megapixel primary and 12 megapixel ultra wide. And then on the inside is a 10 megapixel selfie camera that's limited at 4K 30, while the rear cameras can record 4K at 60 FPS. As for the Razr Plus 2024, the camera specs include two 50 megapixel sensors on the outside of the phone, a main sensor and then a 2x telephoto, which replaces the ultra wide from last year. And then on the inside, we have a 32 megapixel sensor, and all of those can record 4K video at 60 frames per second. While it's nice to have that ultra-wide view for taking photos on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, it's also really nice to have a wider field of view when it comes to video capture as well. Starting off with the ultra-wide on the Samsung and 1x on the Razr Plus, but then moving into 1x on the Samsung as well. But then of course this is where the Razr has the advantage with a dedicated 2x telephoto lens and sensor, while this on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is a digital crop. It's definitely going to be a lower resolution, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in low light situations. Since the sensor itself is larger, it might perform just a little bit better at night. And this is a look at video capture from the selfie cameras on both of these devices. In a second, I'm going to flip things over to that main camera just so that you can see the difference here. But honestly, these do pretty good. It's nice to have 4K video capture. It is pretty convenient to be able to see yourself pretty large on the internal screen. But having that cover display on flip phones is really great for capturing video of yourself, especially if you want better quality. Those sensors are going to be a lot larger, giving you better depth of field, but also just overall better image quality. So let's flip things around to show you what that looks like. And here we go. This is video captured with the main 50 megapixel camera on both of these devices. Honestly, it looks really good on both, but the one advantage that the Razr has is that the cover display is a whole lot larger on the outside, so you can actually see yourself a lot better with that. That being said, it'll be interesting to see what the overall quality of the video is. I'm going to step from the shadowy area into sunlight again and hopefully get some better dynamic range shots here to see if the sky gets blown out behind me, because some of these devices really don't do that well when you are recording video with a sky behind you on a bright day like this. Let me know what you think. Of course, one of the other main selling points of both of these devices is going to be the fact that you can use it as its own tripod, setting it up in portrait or landscape mode to capture selfies or videos of yourself without having to have another person pull the camera for you or lugging around an extra accessory in order to do so. All you need is a flat surface and you're ready to go. This here's a look at video capture in low light conditions on both of these devices. They do pretty good, starting off with the main camera. Of course, we can go with the ultra wide on the Galaxy Z Flip 6. Back to that main camera again. Then of course you do have the 2x telephoto on the Razr, so getting in a whole lot closer with that standard view. Though you are able to get a digital crop on that main sensor on the Samsung as well. Let me know what you think, which one gives you that little bit more flexibility, the ultra wide or the zoom. And this here's a look at video capture from the selfie cameras on the Razr Plus and the Galaxy Z Flip 6. Honestly, they do pretty well in situations like these. Samsung's always had really good video capture from its selfie cameras on its high-end devices, but having a flip phone does mean you do have the ability to capture video with the main cameras on the outside with the cover display, so I'm going to show you that right now. And this is what I love the most about this form factor, being able to use that cover display for capturing photos and videos of yourself. And this is really where it makes the most difference, not having to deal with that selfie camera with its tiny sensor, but being able to use the main sensor on the outside of the phone in situations like this means you're going to get the best video quality possible. You can technically do this with the Galaxy Z Fold series from Samsung as well, but those are a lot larger and definitely a lot bulkier because you have to have the phone open up in order to use that main camera on the outside with the cover display, whereas with the Galaxy Z Flip 6 and also the Motorola Razr Plus, you can have the phone closed and just use it holding it out right in front of you. I honestly think this is one of the main selling points of this device.